right, happy hump day, everybody. Good morning. It's your boy D Mac, your host of M Toast TV, coming at you with another video this morning. As you know, all my videos are sponsored and in partnership with Miss Allie and Mia Designs. Check her out online. So let's get right to it, people. So we lost game one, 107 to 105, but it's cool. It ain't like we got blown out or nothing crazy. Both teams are evenly matched. And what can you say? Trae Young, he came through. You know, the Garden kind of set him off, gave him a little bit more momentum, but that's what we do. We give, it's that energy in the Garden, man. Like, either play hard or go home. You know what I mean? But all right, let's get into some stats right fast. Let's get it with the max stats in the morning. We're gonna keep it moving over here. I'm getting tired of looking at this little score right here. And as you see, you know, they kind of jumped at us in the first quarter. We had a slow start, but like everything was even. Like, everything was even. Like, the game came down to a bad call here. Like, if we could hit one 3-pointer, we'd have won the game. One more 3-pointer. Not like we ain't hit none. All right, matter of fact, let's get to the max stats, man. You look at field goal percentage, it was like they was 46.7, we was 44.7. You know what I mean? And everything was just like basically rebounds. We out-rebounded them. Turnovers, that killed us. We had more turnovers. We had more fouls. Just a couple of more fouls. But, Trae doing what he doing. 3 points. They was 12 for 34. We was 10 for 30. Trae only shot. He went 1 for 3 on 3. So he ain't really shoot that much. So, it wasn't that bad. He didn't kill us. Trust me. Matter of fact, I got a little something for y'all. I got a little video to drop on y'all right fast. Because what y'all seen what Trae is doing is not really nothing. I mean, he's crafty, explosive. He had a good game. That's all it is. That's all he had was a good game. Game one Garden, long time playoffs, people rocking. Them kids ain't have this atmosphere. It was COVID when the season started, man. So now it's like pressure. They feel pressure. Trust me, they calm down. But I want to show y'all something right fast. Let me get into this right here. Check this out. Remember this, y'all?
And the Pacers within 6. Kept alive again by Dale Davis. Here's Miller. Swings away and hits. Reggie Miller is on fire. He has 22, and Indiana has moved within 2 points in all. Indiana in the midst of a 10-2 run. Down by only 4. LaSalle Thompson with the ball has been a major factor. Miller open again. His foot on the line. That's a 2-pointer. And Reggie Miller in an animated discussion with Spike Lee. Reggie Miller giving the choke sign to Spike Lee. Spike is appealing to the official, Dan Crawford. I don't think there's entry passes that LaSalle Thompson has picked off.
Well, it's twofold. It's the passer not getting low enough below the free. Look at this shot.
And he hits it. It's a 3-pointer for Reggie Miller, who again is staring in the direction of, yes, that man. The Pacers lead 75-72 with 7:39. But for the most part, it has not been with.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't know if y'all remember that, but I remember that. Trae not doing that. He ain't doing that. It ain't that serious. It's not that serious. The niggas about to regroup, get it together. Tonight's the night of the game. It's going to be a big game. And they just doing what they doing. Like, it's nothing. It's just one game. Everybody going crazy on social media. They talking about this, they talking about that. And I ain't never going to compare Trae Young to Reggie Miller. You can't be serious, man. We got some more bigger, better things. For instance, they asked about Elfrid Payton. I was checking out this interview. I got the interview on here, too. Y'all got, matter of fact, We gonna get to that in about a minute. But they was asking, is he gonna start him? Is he gonna sit him? Tom kind of dodged that question. We gonna play Frank. This is what Frank gave us, but I ain't mad at Frank. Like, you wait all game, then you put me in when he cooking. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get into this interview.
Before the series started, that Derrick Rose just brings a calmness to a playoff series, his ability to read defenses, break them down, stay calm under pressure. How much of that did you see, and how valuable is it to have him now that you've seen him work through this first game here?
Yeah, I've been around him a long time, so he has a lot of playoff experience. He has a lot of overall experience. He's been through a lot of different situations. He's overcome a lot of adversity. So I think that along with that comes great wisdom. And so I think the players appreciate his leadership. He's team first, and he's willing to sacrifice and always put the team first. And he's great for his teammates. He plays for his teammates.
Hey, Popper.
Hey, Tom. Two things, I guess, if you can update us on Nerlens, what he was able to do today, but also just kind of with the job that he and Taj did, keeping Capella in control, on the lobs and rebounding. Yeah,
and Nerlens did a little more today, so he's feeling better, and we'll see where he is tomorrow. But it's a lot of work, but they've done that all year long. They're the anchor of the defense. The eyes behind the defense. Their communication's vital. Their effort's vital. Nerlens' shot blocking is special, unique. Rim protection, unique. So we need that.
Mike Vaccaro.
Tom obviously saw how Trey responded to the Garden crowd on Sunday, and you were there for a lot of Reggie moments when he did the same thing. Is that almost like almost necessarily a flip side? I mean, there's so much atmosphere and so much engagement that when you see a good player actually kind of take that crowd reaction and cause what Trey caused, what Reggie used to cause, is that just something you kind of have to just kind of take as part of the game?
Yeah, it is part of the game. The fans are a big part of it. Great players, part of it. And the playoffs are special. So, you go game to game. You have to be ready for the next one. That's the way this works. And it's a series. It's first team to four.
Steph Bondy.
Hey, Tom, you did a good job keeping Trey off the foul line until the fourth quarter. But what was the difference there in that fourth quarter? Was it being called the same, in your opinion, or was it just him being able to draw fouls better there?
No, I don't know. You have to, my thing is I just want consistency. I really don't care how the game is called. Could be called tight, could be called loose. Be consistent, and if that happens, there's a ton of plays that can go either way. It's a tough job, but it seemed like it was different in the fourth, and you don't want to see that.
Mike Borkenau.
Tom, when you look back at the film and you looked at the way that the Hawks were defending Julius, it seemed like they always had kind of somebody sliding underneath there, waiting for him. What do you think that did for the passing lanes for him and just trying to take away his playmaking?
Well, no, you're overloading. So he's seen that a lot of teams have done that to him throughout the course of the year. So just read the game correctly, and it requires ball movement, player movement, and that's what we have to do. Trust the pass. He's very unselfish. So I thought he had some good looks that he passed up, and he's got to be ready to shoot, and I'm sure he will be.
Peter Body.
Tom, two things. Have you given any more thought to your lineup for tomorrow? And also, we've talked so much about trying to slow down Young. What other areas have you guys identified needing to improve tomorrow night?
Just a little. Look, we lost the game by 2 points, and it really came down to a loose ball. So we got to figure out how to make the effort play, concentrate on body position, at the end of 3 quarters, we were in a good spot. We didn't close the third quarter as well as we should have. So, and that's what you have to know. Is in a playoff game, oftentimes it is one possession, and so you just got to make it happen.
Rebecca Harlow. Coach, you guys have obviously won a lot of close games, but you've also lost a handful of heartbreakers during the regular season. When it comes to putting a game behind you, moving forward, and doing the things that you need to do to win, how much does it help that you've kind of been through this before? And just where is the team, the confidence, the mindset level, given that heading into this game tomorrow?
It's a big part of the NBA, so hopefully you're building that habit all year long. We talk about that at the beginning of the season. So you want to learn from each game, and you want to move it forward. And so if you win, you enjoy it for a moment, and then you get ready for the next one. And the same thing, if you've lost a game, you got to turn that into determination to get the next one. And so you take a look at it, you learn from it, you move it forward, be ready for the next one. And there's a lot of close games in this league, and there's a small difference between winning and losing. So the mental part is critical.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
All right, that's what it is. Y'all heard what he said, man. He's not mad, man. Yo, we just gotta hustle, just a little bit of hustling more. And y'all see he dodged the question. They asked him about putting Elf on the shelf, baby. But that's all good, man. Anyway, I'm about to wrap this up, but I got one more special thing for y'all. Yo, this is cool right here.
I'm most surprised my dad was most worried.
What do you have there, Dad?
A trophy.
Whose trophy?
My dad's.
Oh, yes, sir.
Alright, that was cool right there, right, y'all? Anyway, y'all know what it is, man. Smash that like button, comment, let me know your thoughts on sports, subscribe, and share the channel. It's D Mac, and I'm out. I'm gonna start hitting y'all with a little bit more videos. Don't worry about it. Peace.